There's something immediately familiar about a quilt. For many of us, quilts are stitched into the fabric of home, utilitarian, intimate, expressive, even sacred. They keep us warm, carry family histories, and serve as cultural records. That layered meaning is what makes them so powerful in an art museum setting, where they resonate as both everyday objects and extraordinary works of creativity. Routed West 20th Century African American Quilts in California, now at BAM PFA, presents roughly 115 quilts by nearly 90 makers. Many of these artists migrated from Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Oklahoma to the Bay Area during the Second Great Migration, taking place from 1940 to 1970, bringing with them both physical quilts and the skills to continue this art form in a new place. Quilts became tangible reminders of the homes they had left while also evolving into a flourishing West Coast practice. The exhibition draws entirely from BAM PFA's African American Quilt Collection, the extraordinary bequest of collector and self-taught quilt scholar Eli Leon. When Leon passed away in 2018, the museum learns he had quietly left them nearly 3,000 quilts, transforming BAM PFA into the world's leading institutional holder of African American quilts. This is the second exhibition from the collection, following the popular 2020 show devoted to Rosie Lee Tompkins, Leon's most collected artist. Routed West makes it clear that this is just the tip of the iceberg for this truly amazing collection. Within the galleries, quilts drape over supports, hang like banners, or unfold on curved platforms, told through fabric choices, patterns, and stitches. Some groupings resemble family trees, where daughters' quilts are showcased alongside their mothers, or where one relative pieced a top and another finished it. In one gallery, quilts from the 1970s are suspended from the ceiling in graceful arcs, allowing viewers to glimpse their often equally beautiful backs. Some highlights are R.B. Williams' rainbow-striped overalls, and even a fully recreated 1970s guest room from quilter Isadore Whitehead, where the double wedding ring pattern decorates across every surface. The exhibition also incorporates tactile aids, swatches of fabrics and stitches so visitors can touch samples, a rare and welcome experience in a textile show. The final gallery reaffirms quilting as living tradition. Works by members of the African American Quilt Guild of Oakland and other local artists hang beside vitrines containing papers, quilting ephemera, and photographs, bringing to light the personal stories behind each piece. One of the most striking aspects of Routed West is how it reframes the role of museums themselves. Too often, quilts have been appreciated for their relationship to modern painting and abstraction, but thanks to the research of the exhibition's curator, Dr. Elaine Yao, the show recenters the quilt collection based on the artistry of their maker. The labels accompanying each quilt often share how the quilt maker learned their craft, where the fabric came from, or how the piece entered Eli Leon's collection, creating layered narratives of migration, family ties, and resourcefulness. These stories reveal quilting as an art of survival, kinship, and memory, a practice that transcended state lines and passed down through generations. The show also highlights the technical brilliance of quilt making. A quilt consists of 3 distinct layers: the backing fabric, the side that touches the body, the batting, the inner layer of cotton, wool, or even fragments of older quilts and blankets that provide warmth, and the quilt's top, the visible, often decorative surface of piece fabrics and patterns. The stitches that run through these 3 layers hold the quilt together. Seeing these details up close underscores just how much labor, invention, and care goes into transforming cloth. The beautiful moments are when the colors aren't exactly the same, or when the patterns don't exactly line up, or the overall quilt isn't exactly square. And this is paper piecing, a quilting technique where fabric pieces are sewn directly onto a paper template, allowing for precise designs. Once the block is complete, the paper is removed, leaving the finished fabric pattern, but in this case, the newspaper is still attached. Some of you know that I have a background in art and museums, and a few years ago I had the privilege of working as a cataloger on this very collection. With always 2 people to a quilt, we'd carefully unfold and measure quilts, study their stitching, hand-sewn or machine-made, and research fabrics to help determine their dates. That intimate work deepened my appreciation for the ingenuity, resilience, and joy embedded in each piece. Routed West is spectacular. For any artist working in any medium, you'll be inspired to get back into the studio. It celebrates quilts as objects of African American cultural heritage and as vital contributions to American history. At once aesthetic and deeply lived with, they are pieces you can imagine being worked on and used in the home. But here, presented in the museum, they reveal their full scope as repositories of memory, artistry, and Black joy. The show runs through November 2025 in downtown Berkeley, and I truly hope you can see them in person. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, I'm Amy. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next week.